The Rift S tracking was terrible at launch. The Valve Index controllers are terrible at launch. The Oculus Quest does not have enough games on its platform. I am obviously being dramatic here, and this is a very weird video topic to be honest, because I didn't want to talk about it because it's a pure dumpster fire. But with that being said, let's talk about it. Let's talk VR, outrage culture, something Oculus owners can do right now that could help it, and why voicing your opinion is necessary and important for all headsets. Now, when new headsets are launched, there always seems to be a wave of problems and outrage. This is normal, expected, and to a degree, pretty healthy. The more I read, listen, and get yelled at, because let's be honest, sometimes my ideas are not well thought out, and you all let me know perfectly well, which is great. And I think I finally understand what's going on, and honestly, everyone to me seems to be very reasonable. I really don't get the vibe that index owners who spend $1,000 on the full package expected perfection and no initial problems. I really also don't get the feeling from Oculus users that not putting a mechanical IPD or not including built-in over-the-ear speakers is as big a deal to them as the vocal majority makes it out to be. For however emotionally and physically invested someone is to their headset, and brand for that matter of course, the vast majority understand how new VR is, how we are all technically early adopters, and well, perfection's just not going to happen. But really the much larger issue, and the crux of what happens when each headset is released leading to this outrage, it's just a communication issue to me. As consumers who shell out money for early adoption or new tech before it's tested and proven, I don't demand perfection, but the relationship between myself and the company I am paying is what matters the most. It matters not what the problem is, but how it can be communicated to the company, how my message is received, and the response I get and on how it can be fixed. I do believe these companies pushing new VR headsets depend on early adopters, and there's a level of trust and communication needed to keep more early adopters coming. For example, look at the index controller issues. From what I have seen, it is not a game-breaking issue 100% of the time. Really at all, there's some people I talk to that don't have many issues at all with them. And honestly, an issue could have been much worse with the headset alone. But the response back from Valve initially was honestly fairly childish and not adequate for the consumer and company relationship they want to build with such an expensive product and one where people are willing to adopt it so early. First adopters and trust go hand in hand, and both Oculus and Valve with their latest headsets have had issues with trust. This is where much of the vocal majority come from, but thankfully this can be improved and worked upon. This, by the way, is healthy, and voices should be, well, voiced, because silence to me can come off as acceptance of a problem. Valve and Oculus will both in time learn this, hopefully at least, and I have no doubt for what they are going for. The Index and Rift S are both great headsets in their own right that are going to keep getting better. But alas, I bring this all up because it's important to show how you can communicate where your vote could matter. Straight from Oculus themselves, links will be in the description for the Go, Quest, and Rift, where you can vote on the issues and updates you want the most. For example, on the Oculus Quest, you can see some of the top wants for the headset. Things of course like Steam VR support back natively on virtual desktop. We all know this is probably the biggest one, or also the on-demand pass-through camera feature. The list goes on and on for the Oculus Quest. Same things for the Rift S, like using the lighthouses for tracking that came with the CV1, or fixing the static flashes, something I experience here and there on my Rift S play. Oculus has had more time than Valve to work on their consumer relations, and with what happened with the Rift S update, where everything has seemingly got better with tracking, well, my trust for them is increasing, and I think communication is a two-way street. Go and vote on the website, or enter your own idea. Make your voice heard so communication keeps strong, and we hopefully see our headsets getting better and better. I am sure Valve themselves will work through this initial storm, learn from it, and come out better understanding how to build their relationship with their base as well. Could this Oculus site be there to placate the masses? Well, sure, but I choose to believe progress can be made by communicating. For now, keep voicing your opinion. Don't worry about dislikes, downvotes, and troll comments. At the end of the day, it comes down to trust. And trust with tech like this can be won back. It just takes time, awareness, and a little push. Leave a like if you support this concept and want to spread the video. Subscribe and hit the bell notification to never miss an upload. I'm Eric for Present. See you next time, VR Space Cowboys.